Hey guys, what's up? This is another episode of the Secret Top 10. This time, the special guest is Erin R. Ryan, who is an actress that we worked together probably like 10 times. We've been in at least 10 of the same movies. We worked together a handful of times. She's a great actress and she's a great friend of mine. So I hope you enjoyed this one. We had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. I like her list, but I like her reactions to the tournament even more. So yeah, hope you enjoy the Secret Top 10. You should know the rules by now. If you don't, essentially a guest comes on. They give me a subject for a top 10. They have their picks already. I just learned the subject right then and there. I have 2 minutes to guess what their top 10 is. That in the subject. We go over their list. We go over my guesses, and then we have some laughs. Yeah. So enjoy the Secret Top 10 episode 6 with Erin R. Ryan. I'm here with Erin R. Ryan, indie
Hello?
actress. How many movies have you been in now?
Oh man. I think it's over 40. I'm not sure of the exact number, but I've been in quite a bit.
Over
Whether
40?
it's yeah, whether it's like on screen or like voice work, I've done quite a bit
Oh
in the
yeah.
past in the past 10 years. So
Yeah, yeah. I
a
mean,
lot.
we've been in a slew of movies together, even if we weren't on set together. At least 10, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Probably about
Just
10.
through Dustin alone. So
Yeah, I mean, we got what
yeah.
Asphalt Zombies, Benny and Steve,
Mhm.
Apple Cart
Yeah.
Pilot. I don't know. There's a lot of them.
There's so many.
Yeah, so I'm super happy you got to do this. Yeah, the rules are ridiculous. I'll just run them down real quick. Basically, I don't know. It's a secret top 10. You give me a category of your choosing, and I have to guess what your 10 will be in 2 minutes. And then we go over your 10. We talk about them a little bit, and then we go over my 10 and see if I got any right and how wrong
Okay.
I am. Um,
I think you'll be okay.
and then you're going to have to do a tournament, which you don't know the category of. So that'll be fun
No
too.
idea. Yeah.
Hopefully, I picked well for the tournament.
Okay.
All right, so give me the category and tell me if there's any caveat. You know what I mean? Like strange little things, like, you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Before I start
Okay.
my timer.
Okay, cool. So my category or my subject is top 10 female horror performances.
Ooh, somebody just did that, so I might have some
Oh,
luck here. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
no.
matter if they did it because it's gonna be
Oh
different.
no.
But I am gonna guess some of the fucking same. So I'm gonna hit female horror performances. Now, does this
Yeah.
count comedy horror?
Yes, there is like one that definitely is like comedy horror. It's more like I guess you could consider it less of a horror movie and more of a Halloween movie. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. I'm gonna hit start, okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right. You can talk during it if you want.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't include like psychological thrillers. Like I tried to stick with like mainstream horror.
Okay.
So I hope that helps a little bit.
Okay. Ooh, and it's female, right?
Correct.
Um, now I don't know all the characters' names, so
That's okay. I the girl from the thingy thing.
oh, I'm gonna double up on some of the same movies.
That's fair. Okay. I'm excited. I don't know if I'm gonna surprise you or like disappoint you. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I keep guessing the same people like every time I do this. Like I just can't like the one time I don't, they're gonna be on the fucking list, and I'm gonna be very unhappy
Right.
with myself.
Are we allowed to swear? Can I swear?
You can do whatever you want.
I'm so happy.
Oh man, I am
Like I
screwed.
don't swear in my daily life, and I have to go up for a brand to like swear.
You're like
I
a
love it.
5-year-old kid who just like adds an F word to everything when they realize they can
Hell
cuss.
damn that shit.
They're like, look at this fucking yogurt. It's fucking delicious. Fuck.
So many F words.
Um, is there a lot of foreign movies or more mainstream?
No, it's all mainstream, pretty much
Horror
U.S.
performances. Fuck, why am I blanking out on this? I'm
It's
just
pretty
not very
okay.
good at this.
I'm not helping you at all, so I'm talking through this, so that's not good. Although you're a good multitasker.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'll shut up.
No, you can do whatever you want. I'll just have an
Dead,
excuse. Mm,
dead air. Sorry.
no, it doesn't matter. Ooh, okay. Don't do this to me. Female performances.
Most of them are pretty modern, if that helps.
Uh-oh. That's not
That's okay.
good.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Not like
Oh, I'm done. It's over. but
Okay, sure.
I got 10 kind of.
Okay, cool.
Kind of got 10, if that makes any sense. All right.
I tried to make it so it wasn't like crazy, but
Okay.
I think you'll be all right.
All right. So talk over me because there's going to be a lag. So whenever you have to say something, just say it. It doesn't matter.
Okay, cool.
All right. So start at your bottom.
All right, number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now this is really hard because the order is, I don't know. I tend to go with really like characters that I like attach with personally mostly. So these are kind of that's how I tried to order it. So number 10 is Caroline Williams in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Ooh, great one, Stretch.
Yeah, Stretch is great. I love her.
I love Stretch.
That scene with she's great, man. She seems like a real person.
Oh yeah,
with like a little bit of a kick, and I love that.
Got a great voice too. Obviously, she's a DJ.
Awesome. Yeah, just really unusual, and just really that red hair and stuff so striking. So, but she
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. If you want. No.
I was just gonna say she like definitely that scene where she and Leatherface she's using like his sexuality against him, and like the whole in the studio with like, are you good? Like that whole thing would be so difficult to do, I think, as an actor. Like the subtlety and like the weirdness of it would be a lot to handle, and she does it like perfectly. Like it's so well acted. I love it. It's so weird.
Not to mention you got a chainsaw in your crotch.
This is true. I think that's a little distracting, but she seems to handle it pretty well, and I really admire that.
You got to deal with Chop Top. That whole part with Chop Top where he's like, it's terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying because it's so weird. Like there couldn't be any like basis for where you would have. Like I know how I would deal with this. You wouldn't know.
No,
you wouldn't know how it gets so weird.
You got a fucking Sonny Bono wig. I don't even.
Right.
You're just like the most violent person, of course.
Hard not to laugh.
Oh yeah, you have a lot of nervous laughter, and usually the female characters I like, they're usually tough and compassionate. Like they're compassionate, but they're also tough. Like, you know, Wonder Woman's a good superhero in the comics and stuff because she's tough, but she also knows when to, or Captain Marvel from the comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess those two are less compassionate, but they are tough. Sarah from Day of the Dead is real compassionate and tough.
That's true.
Yeah, but great choice.
Thank you. So, okay, ready for number 9?
Yeah.
All right. Number 9 is Fairuza Balk from The Craft.
Girls, watch out for those weirdos.
We are the weirdos, mister.
Oh, yeah.
What?
No, she's crazy. I mean, she's got such a unique look.
She has a unique look, but also like I know that girl. You know what I mean? Like I've run into that girl in my life. Like I know all of her issues at home and stuff, and just the way that she portrays the character is very, just feels very real to me. Like I know that person. Yeah, and she's just like a bubbling mess all the way through. So I think she's really good and consistent. So I really liked it, especially when I was a kid. But
oh yeah, that's one that a lot of people have connection to. For sure.
Sure.
It's kind of weird. You think they would have carried on a sequel with just her, like at least as her as a villain. They set it up, and the movie made money. I'm sure it was very popular. I'm not 100% sure, but everybody saw it.
Right, for sure. So it just really stuck with me. Okay. Number 8, Angela Vettis in May.
Slimy! I want... See?
Okay. Gotta love May.
Yeah. May's really good. It's so weird. And I just think her, like, the way that she just wants this, like, solid connection with people, but just is so scarred and confused and misguided is just really somehow endearing. And she just does it perfectly. Like, it's really well acted for sure. So I love that movie. It's so freaking weird.
And I would be a liar if I told you that was the first time it popped up so far. I mean, because you got to think,
Oh, really?
the other person had the same category, and that is the ultimate movie for that in like the last 25 years or so, right?
For sure.
But I mean, that's
Yeah.
like a long line of 70s movies that were that, like where they did male and female, but there's a lot of good female ones that are a little less known, more like in the grindhouse, like Toys Are Not for Children and Dream No Evil and all those ones you just like have, or Witch Who Came from the Sea.
How to Take a Lady by Billy Bat, movie star. I don't go to the movies. I do watch the goddamned 4 a.m. late show. Cocksucker. Why don't you act like a man and go hide in the closet, cowboy? Go on, naked. In the back of the closet behind your clothes. Could you die for love? Well, my father did.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I haven't.
You should watch that one. Like, it's really good. It has Millie Perkins in it, and she's just like this damaged person. And you're like, oh, it's really depressing, but it's just like an excellent exploitation movie. But it's really like a lot of those exploitation movies in the 70s were more heartfelt than the mainstream movies. You know what I mean?
For sure.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
It's called The Witch Who Came from the Sea. I think it's from 76.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites like that. But yeah, May is perfect because like you feel bad for her, but you're also, and you're younger, you like love her as like, you like, I'd be nice to May. And then like when you get older, you're like, oh my God, like, no, I don't have time to this.
Help.
It's scary.
May needs a lot of help. Like as you get older, you're like, I love her, but I want to also take care of her and get her into some therapy. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You gotta help from a distance. Like, here, eat this. Like, well, what is that? Happy Gilmore's like, eat these sandwiches. Go away.
Yeah. Get out of here, man. With your body parts. Yeah. But yeah, I love her. I think she's very cool. And I identify with her just strangeness and wanting to like, I was a really shy kid.
Oh yeah.
And I kept to myself a lot. So like wanting to connect with people was really hard for me at first. And as I got older, I got better at it, but so not always.
Yeah, not always. Sometimes
not
you
always.
get nervous.
Sometimes I revert back, but yeah, I love her. So, and you're gonna hate number 7. I don't know. I just have a feeling. Kathy Bates in Misery.
And there was Rocket Man trying to get out. And here comes the cliff. And just before the car went off the cliff, he jumped free. And all the kids cheered. But I didn't cheer. I stood right up and started shouting, "This isn't what happened last week. Have you all got amnesia? They just cheated us. This isn't fair. He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodie car."
I love Kathy Bates in Misery.
Okay, good.
Who would hate that?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think she's just wonderful. There is that thing. I identify with her because there's that thing where she just wants him to do the thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she just wants, and it's a horrible way to treat somebody, obviously, and really psychotic, but I identify with like, I love you so much. I love what you do. I love this character of this book. I just need you to do the thing. Why aren't you doing the thing? Like, it's just such a black and white way of thinking. And I love how she just like portrays that. So, I mean, it's intense, but I love her subtlety of like trying to like be, oh, I'm so nice though. I'm just asking you nicely. Like, I love how people do that. Like, I've been in like situations at work where you have like a really domineering like supervisor where they're like, not to that extent, of course, but they're just like, I'm being so nice to you. Just do the thing that you don't want to do.
They basically are killing you with kindness, but they're really just, that's a different way. But they're actually being mean as shit, but they have a smile on their face.
Right.
I don't think they're being mean.
Right. But it's
Yeah.
really underhanded and creepy. And it's just, it's pretty cool. I like it.
That's a great thing about like obsessed fans, and also just she has like a catchphrase. She has like the cock-a-doodie thing. Like,
Yeah.
Like you think like on paper, you're like, not many people could make this realistic. I don't think.
Right.
Like, but she's such a good actress that not only does she ground the crazy character in reality, she makes it scary and like effective. But never did I feel bad for Kathy Bates in that movie.
Oh, no. No, again, she needs help, but I do. It was entertaining. I mean, you have to admit that.
Yeah, it's a great movie. I mean, and she like emasculates fucking James Caan, who has a great performance too, because like It's not somebody that you would see that happen to typically. You know what I mean?
Sure, like tough guy.
Yeah, tough guy.
Basically. So, all right, it's very good. Okay, now number 6, you're gonna. Hopefully, I wanted to make you laugh. Hopefully, you'll appreciate this. Eartha Kitt and Ernest Scared Stupid.
It has been my lifelong wish that this book would never be opened. But of course, you've changed all that.
That's him. That's the guy.
The prophecy fulfilled. From the innocence of 5, an evil army shall arise. When blossoms shower down like rain, my dark kingdom will come again. There is one who can stop me if he will dare, with the heart of a child and a mother's care.
Are there any more pictures?
I wish I would have picked that. Needs a heart. A child's heart.
A child's heart. Like, I love horror movies, especially where you can tell the actors have come from like a theatrical background. And I obviously, like, she's so over the top and ridiculous. I'm just like, I love it. It's like old Hollywood in like the 90s. It's just ridiculous. I started out in theater before I started doing films, and I played like a witchy next door neighbor in this one play, and I actually modeled my character after Old Lady Hackmore because like no one would expect that. Like,
oh no, so, and a lot of people probably haven't seen it, especially the adults.
Yeah. So it was fun. It was a hit. I was so crazy in it, and I just love that character. She's just like ridiculous.
I cry almost every time during Ernest Scared Stupid when the mom and Eartha Kitt's watching, and she realizes it's got to be the love that actually kills the monster.
Yeah,
that part. I love Ernest Scared Stupid. That's my favorite kids movie, hands down.
It's so good, and it's just so solid too. Like the way that it's structured and everything is just so good. Yeah. I miss Jim Varney.
Oh, he was super talented. People think that kind of comedy is like easy or something. It's like you have no idea how fucking hard. If you act at all, like even in low budget level, like just the movements and everything, like that shit's impossible.
The energy like that it would take to film those scenes is insane. Like people don't realize how like energetic he was. But yeah, he was amazing. So, and so was Eartha Kitt. But such a weird choice.
I think it's a great choice.
It is. Thank you.
Look, you wanted to be in the costume competition, and this is the costume you picked out at the store.
This thing looks silly, and I'm not gonna wear it.
Don't you talk back to me. Now you march right in there.
I hate you!
Well, I'm not too fond of you either.
Mommy! I'm sorry. I love you.
I love you too.
Unconditional love. That's the heart of a child.
Okay. All right. Number 5, Ellen Ripley.
Oh yeah. I should have got that.
Yeah.
In the fall back.
You're cut off. Do something. Fuck.
Come on, keep moving, baby.
Hold on, Newt.
Ripley, what the hell are you doing?
That's okay. Yeah. I think particularly like she's good throughout the series, but I think particularly like in Aliens, the scene where she's going to save. Well, she does. They're going to save the Marines in that one part, and she just like takes charge. She's like, "What are you doing?" Like, say, go in. And she just like takes charge of the whole vehicle, and they just like go in. I love that. Like that's just like pure power. It's really cool.
And of course, the mother angle too is perfect.
Yes. Yeah, I love that. It's a strength in that. So, and we could talk all day about that, but that's not why we're here.
Yeah, it is.
Well, partially, yeah, but we don't have enough time on this. Okay, number 4. I don't know how to say her last name. I hope it's okay. I think it's Elsa Lancaster.
the bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah,
From
I
Bride
think
of
that's right.
Frankenstein.
Of course.
Is
of
it
course.
Lancaster?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. But she, I just remember like a lot of horror fans seeing her at a young age, like seeing the classics and like Universal monster classics. And she's the first lady monster that I ever saw, and she just looks so striking and beautiful but monstrous at the same time. She has all those like crazy stitches on her neck, and she's not in it actually very much, but like when she is, it's beautiful. And the way that she moves is very like graceful, but freaking weird.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I love that combo, especially because I used to dance. Like I was involved in dance for a long time, so I just love that movement study, and I think she's just fantastic. She was fantastic. So
that reveal in that movie is brilliant too, because you
I know.
think the monster is going to have a mate, and it looks awful and scary like him, but when it sees another monster, it's appalled by it its same, and you're just like
freaked out.
That just shows you how human nature is in general. Like, just ugly things don't want ugly things either.
Right. Like the scream. Oh my God.
That's the scream I use in the opening all my videos. The screaming toilet is the
I
Frankenstein
know
scream.
that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And
Very cool.
she's like so iconic. Her look, like every look, like.
Yeah, I feel like it influenced a lot of like goth movements and stuff like that as far as fashion goes, for sure. So yeah, it's classic. I had to include it. All right, number 3, Toni Collette in Hereditary.
I just want to die. Oh God! Oh God! Is there still? I just need to die.
How do you feel about Hereditary? Do you hate Hereditary?
No. We did a summer series, and we had to rank like all the movies. And it's a complicated series, but at the very end, we had 30 movies, 3 from each year of the last 10 years, and I put Hereditary as the 3rd best, only after The Witch and Midsommar.
Yeah, those are both brilliant too.
But
honestly,
no performance is better than Toni Collette's.
So, I just can't imagine being an actor and having to be, well, I guess I can. I'm not to her extent, but I think just being a raw nerve throughout the entire film, like every scene you do, you're just constantly on like the edge of going insane with sorrow. Like it's really beautiful the way that she does it. So
unmatched, I think. Like that movie and Midsommar capture sadness and like loss more than anything. Like anybody's had like a tragedy happen, like they have that initial when they find out it happens, like just a scream of Toni Collette. I was like, oh, that's genuine. That's exactly what anybody that witnesses is like. That's pretty much it.
Talking about it gives me chills. Like just remembering it and being in the theater and not knowing what to do, like when like the terrible thing happens, just in case anybody hasn't seen it, but like the terrible thing happens.
It's just a little too real.
Right. Just looking around and looking at everybody's reaction because the theater was completely silent. I've never been in a movie like that. I've never, ever had an experience like that before. Everybody was like, did that just fucking happen?
Oh yeah.
Like, what?
You know what's fucked up is if me and Jeremy were sitting there and it wasn't that packed of a theater, and then all of a sudden this girl probably about our age comes in, and it looks like she has a little brother or maybe her kid or something that's like 10 years old. Maybe. And sits next to us a couple seats over. The 10-year-old kid. And I was just like, and then like we're about 45 minutes into this movie and this kid didn't say a peep, but then he's just like, can we go? And I was like, that kid was a trooper.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine. I can barely handle it as an adult. I can't
That was like his punishment or something.
Yeah. But also real quick, that scene where she's in the support group, the grief support group, and she's just like, I love it. It's so real, like the way she just roller coasters into what's happened to her. It's so realistic how somebody would just go in and sit in this room full of people and just be like, I don't want to talk, and then be like, okay, here it is.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to talk, but blah, like that's exactly how that happened. And it was just really well done. And I loved it.
It's hard to talk about messed up shit because like you don't want to be that person that's like trying to like garner sympathy from a bunch of people. Like you don't want to be that person that's like, this is a pissing contest and my misery tops your misery. That's what you feel they'll think. And then so you just don't say anything. It
can be embarrassing, and like that kind of vulnerability is just awful.
You don't want to show weakness.
Right. Okay. This got very deep. Okay, so number 2 should probably be expected. Jamie Lee Curtis in Halloween.
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just because I totally 1,000% believe she's like a real person. Like it seemed her performance is so like effortless.
Yeah. It's a classic.
I think Laurie's very effortless. So I loved it. Something I grew up on, obviously, as everybody does. Okay. Number 1 is Barbara Crampton in Reanimator.
Fuck.
And here's mostly why. I love her. I think she is beautiful and vulnerable, and like I love reading. I can't imagine like being her and getting the script for Reanimator and be like, what? Like you want me to what? And just going in and be like, okay, like let's do it then. And I guess I have had that experience, like
oh yeah, I bet.
In film, like what the hell is this? You want me to do? What am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? And I just love it because I identify with it so much in my career.
What would have been your first question after reading the script? If you were Barbara Crampton's character, they were asking to play it.
That's a good question. Honestly, this is gonna sound terrible, but probably probably Hill's head is doing what? Like, you want me to how are we gonna shoot that?
Mine would have been who's playing Dr. Hill?
Oh yeah. That's a good one too. Probably, yeah. That's a good question. But I'd be like, how are we gonna shoot that though? Like, how's that gonna happen? Like, what are you gonna show? Like, what's going on? I'd have a lot of questions about that scene in particular.
Oh fuck. Yeah. The one bad thing about Reanimator, just as far as its fan reception is, although Jeffrey Combs is amazing in the movie, no doubt, and he's the most iconic. Everybody else in the movie turned in such a great performance, and they go on mention like Hill and Crampton and Abbott and the Dean Halsey. All those people's performances are so good.
Like the physicalness of Halsey's character is crazy.
He's the one that makes me feel the worst.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he feels so bad. But yeah, so that's my top 10. I tried to make it pretty simple. So
that was a good list. But I'm just not very good at this game, apparently.
No, you're fine.
Okay. So number 10, I always have you pegged as kind of like the fun, like goth kind of girl. And then once I get as far as movie watching, you know what I mean? Because when we talk about movies, we tend to go to we talk about Beetlejuice a lot, right?
Yeah,
and we get into the Tim Burton thing. So for some reason, and then I kind of reverted Beetlejuice shit mixed with the other list that the person had. There is one crossover. So we're in okay shape. I put Morticia Addams from Addams Family.
Now, Amanda, jump in. Swim out a few yards and start drowning.
Help me! Help me! I'm drowning! Help me! I'm dying!
I can't swim.
Oh, love it. I do love her. She's fantastic. Very pretty.
I didn't have much time at the last two, so number 9 just says Helena, and I meant Helena Bonham Carter.
Bonham Carter.
That's all I put.
That's fair. That's fair. She's fantastic. She has a lot of range for sure. Yeah, she's beautiful and fantastic.
I put Sarah from Day of the Dead because that's my personal favorite female character.
Sure. I should have probably included some more zombie stuff.
No, who gives a shit? That's your list. I just wrote it because I was panicked and it was not. I was like, ooh.
From me, is that clear?
Yes, sir. Fuck you, sir.
Put Sally Ragdoll.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the second time I put Sally Ragdoll on a list that was not.
That's very. I mean, Catherine O'Hara is fantastic. So her voice is great. Like, yeah, I love Sally.
Excision, if you've seen Excision, goes hand in hand with May.
I haven't seen it. What is that? I haven't seen it.
We covered Excision on a show recently, so it's been in my head, and it's a Ricky Bates Jr. movie. It's about this kind of like real strange introverted girl who's obsessed with like surgeries, and her sister's really sick, and she's like a sociopath too. And her mom's played by Tracy Lords. Anna Lynn McCord plays the main girl in it, and it's like 10 years old. And she's just a bizarre weirdo character, and like it's very darkly humorous, but also really tragic. It's really good.
Okay, that sounds like I'm definitely to watch that for sure. So I'm sure I'd love it.
Yeah, I'm just putting like my favorites down. Like sometimes when I'm playing. Number 5, I got May.
Okay, cool.
I had to put May. When somebody says female characters, like you like see Angela Bettis with the cross eye, like talking to herself and like talking to the doll. You're like, she's got to be on the list.
So weird. Yeah.
And I put 2 from Beetlejuice.
Okay.
I didn't know if you were a Lydia or a Delia person.
Okay. I think more Delia for sure. I do love Lydia, obviously, but I think I just love Catherine O'Hara so much.
God.
We just have to pray the other closets are bigger than this one. Ooh, look. Ozzy and Harriet.
I gotta stop fucking writing fucking Beetlejuice on these lists. It's like in every list. I'm like,
I can't believe I didn't include Beetlejuice. I guess for some reason it's so dumb, but I don't really consider it
a horror film.
Like horror. Yeah, I guess I don't know what I would call it. Fantasy, kind of. I don't know what would you call that.
I'd say it was a comedy horror film. Comedy first
horror.
For sure. Comedy for sure. Like if you didn't want to, most people would include it in a horror list.
Mm-hmm.
But and then I also did another one that's more comedy than horror. But since you had the comedy on there, I thought it might be this one, and I put Hocus Pocus, and I put Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker's performances because those are the stronger two, I think.
Fair, yeah, because I love Kathy and Jimmy too, though. I don't know, they're all so good in different ways. But yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I didn't remember her name.
This is terribly uncomfortable.
Sisters, sing. Like silent Mercury, purify and spit upon the 12 tables.
Oh. That's okay. Peggy Hill.
It's Peggy Hill's voice?
The voice of Peggy Hill.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I love Peggy Hill in a way that I hate her, right?
Right, like you love to hate her, yeah. You're just like, I hate you. Why are you like this?
Why are you the most realistic character ever written?
Yeah. Yeah, that could be true. That could be said.
Yeah, I don't know. I got one. I have not had a complete failure just yet.
I think you did really well because you're right. I do love all those things. So it's not like you don't know me.
Well, I'm just not very good at this. The highest I got is 5 and then 3 and then all the other ones were 1.
Yeah.
I think I'm just a bad friend.
No, you're not. You're a good friend. You all those, like I said, all those things I do love that you mentioned, and I should have probably included them. But
maybe I just don't listen.
No, I think I went too serious.
No,
I think I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so serious, and people are going to judge me about this, and it's silly because it's really just personal.
Yeah, it's just for fun.
Yeah.
You could have put the Hamburglar on your list, and I'm like, but the Hamburglar is a hamburger. I wouldn't have cared. But
I think I put Grimace. Grimace is terrifying.
Yeah, but is Grimace in a movie?
Touch. Rob a big cheeseburger.
Don't touch Grimace.
Ah, boy. touch my face!
Maybe not in that form.
Just a
The
milkshake.
spirit of Grimace. Yeah.
What the fuck were they thinking when they made? He's a milkshake. You're like, that's not a milkshake. I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
Wait, is that what it's supposed to be?
Isn't
what are
it?
you talking about?
Isn't
I don't
Grimace?
know, man.
What is Grimace? All the other ones are food related.
I don't know. If he's a purple milkshake, I'm going to be really upset because there aren't any purple milkshakes at McDonald's.
Why the fuck was I thinking he's a milkshake?
I don't know.
And why is he named Grimace?
It sounds so villainous.
And he's not negative. He's not like Eeyore, like to be like,
No.
why are we eating McDonald's?
That's true. He's just a happy-go-lucky purple shape.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
I don't fucking know. That literally is baffling. These are the mysteries that we need our government to answer.
I know. Also, why is the ice cream machine at McDonald's always broken?
Because of Grimace.
Because of Grimace?
That's
Probably.
why. That's why.
That makes
Because instead of getting a milkshake, you're gonna get a Grimace. That's why.
I don't want a Grimace, man.
No.
Touch my face!
Okay, so this tournament, for you, I thought, what is Erin like? What is, and I figured weird dead things.
True.
So I made a tournament of 8 weird dead things. You're going to have to tell me who's going to win the fight when they pull out. And the next one advances until we have the final 2. And then we declare king of the weird dead things.
Okay, I love it.
So you can get as,
I love that you chose this. Thank you so much.
you can get as detailed as you want, or you can just be like, I don't know, that other one. It doesn't matter. Okay. So the first one up is Rasputin from Anastasia. I'm not sure if you've seen the animated Anastasia.
Sure. Okay.
Voiced by Christopher Lloyd.
You think you can banish the great Rasputin? By the unholy powers vested in me, I banish you with a curse.
Was it really?
Yeah, and it was sung by somebody else, though.
Okay.
And then we have Jack Skellington from A Nightmare Before Christmas. All right, so how's this going to unfold?
Man, I think I'm gonna have to go with well, they're both gonna sing, aren't they?
Yes, they are both gonna
Yeah.
sing. What a weird combo.
Well, I was gonna say they're both gonna sing, and I thought one of them sang more than the other, but I think they both. That's a good lineup. I think. I don't know. I don't think there's anything like tricky about Jack Skellington. I think there's a lot more like mindfuckery that goes with Rasputin. So I think Rasputin would definitely win because he's like smarter and more like evil. I don't think there's I think there's less evil in Jack Skellington than there is in Rasputin.
You could say there's not a bad bone in Jack Skellington's body.
Jack has been blown to smithereens!
Oh! Absolutely.
Okay, so the next one up is the always disgusting Slimer.
Okay, love it.
From the Ghostbusters, of course. Doesn't get much weirder and dead than that.
I love that. Yeah.
And he's going to go against Evil Ash from Army of Darkness.
Oh no. Okay. Does Slimer really know what he's doing?
I don't know what Slimer is.
what kind of possible thought processes are going on in Slimer's
I want
mind,
cake.
brain? Cake. Yeah, right. He's very food motivated. Like how smart and like angry is he gonna be? Probably not very. I don't think I don't think he wants to fight, man. Like really? Like does he really want to fight? Like
probably not.
Evil Ash. Yeah, Evil Ash is gonna probably kick his ass just because, he wants destruction more than Slimer. Slimer just wants food.
You're right.
Yeah.
Sally Forth.
And Sally fuck! Sally fuck! Sally Forth.
Okay, this is, I know, one that's near and dear to your heart. This is Billy Butcherson from Hocus Pocus.
Okay.
Hopefully he doesn't get too hard of an opponent in the first round. There's some stupid shit in here. Okay. Bub from Day of the Dead, the pistol welding zombie in Day of the Dead.
Okay.
Versus Billy Butcherson. So 2 zombies.
2 zombies. That's really good. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like Billy might have the advantage because he's possibly involved in some like magical witchy shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Above just the zombie. Bub's just zombie. So I feel like he might have an edge there. So, and I really tried to think. I was like, because I don't want to be too obvious because I love Doug Jones so much.
Yeah.
But I really think he might have some sort of like magical edge there. So I'm gonna go with Billy.
Do bullets even hurt Billy?
I don't think so. I think shit just falls off and he keeps going.
Yeah, Bub a headshot, so he'd have to get Bub in the head, but I don't know if that's too hard. Okay, so the final fight is gonna be Beetlejuice. Gotta have Beetlejuice in there, right?
Gotta have Beetlejuice.
Versus the most deadly opponent of them all, if my calculations are correct. And that is Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's Part 2.
Those are so comparable, though. Like in a weird way, those are so like they make so much sense.
It's the sequel. He goes to Hawaii, right? Remember they were planning that in the sequel?
Brenda!
So dumb. Okay. Man. I don't know. A lot of stuff happens to Bernie and he's just fine, right?
I just remember him dancing.
That's fair.
And Beetlejuice and Bernie both dance.
That's true. I was going to say, do you think dancing would be a distraction? But no, probably not, right? I don't know. I guess I'd have to say. So silly. I guess I'd probably have to say Beetlejuice just because, I don't know. You know, he has contacts in the underworld, right? Although pretty much everybody hates him. The underworld, the dead world, whatever, afterlife. But he still has friends. Like, what about the little minister guy for the wedding, right? Like he
I don't know
has
what
to
that
be
guy
friends.
is. I don't know what he does.
That's like the worst clay figure face I've ever seen.
How's he gonna help you? He's an ordained dead minister. He's gonna
I don't know, but he'll be there, right? So he could help.
be there. I mean, I don't know what Bernie does. Bernie may not be alive still. I don't know what's going on with Bernie.
So that's kind of a wild card there, but yeah, I guess I'd have to say Beetlejuice.
Yeah, it looks like Monday finally came for Bernie. He's done.
It's showtime.
Okay, so next round we got Rasputin from Anastasia versus Evil Ash.
Okay. Ooh. Oh man.
Magic.
That's right. Yeah, it's like all magic. I don't know. Do you think Rasputin's ego would make him like slip up?
Evil Ash has an ego too, doesn't he?
That's true.
I have no idea who wins this fight. That's why you're doing it. I just pick him.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to go with Rasputin here again.
Ooh, outsmarts him. Evil Ash is pretty dumb, right?
Yeah, pretty dumb. That's what I would say. Like pretty, like not very calculated. I think.
I mean, he's
just
like
violent.
like Bruce Campbell stumbles into surviving and coming on top, but the evil version of him doesn't.
That's true. Yeah, he's just dumb, kind of.
And then we got
just dumb and.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say just dumb and strong and violent.
Yeah. Billy Butcherson from Hocus Pocus versus Beetlejuice.
Ooh. Beetlejuice for sure, because I think Beetlejuice is gonna use like every trick in the book. Whereas Billy is just like, I just want to be able to talk. Like, he doesn't want very much. He doesn't have high ambitions. He's like, I'm here and I'll like release my, so I can speak and go. I want to go to rest. And Beetlejuice is like, I want to be like unalive forever. And he has higher ambitions. So I think probably Beetlejuice has better motivation there.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And then final, Rasputin versus Beetlejuice.
Ooh. It sounds like some sort of like a what do I want to say? Like a monster truck rally. Rasputin versus Beetlejuice.
It lurks in the shadows, a 5-ton red-eyed monster ready to crush its prey. It's Gravedigger.
Beetlejuice definitely coming in on some stupid monster truck.
Sandworm themed or something. Rasputin versus Beetlejuice. I guess. They both have magic. They're both. I don't know, man. They're both gross. I was going to say, could one of them gross each other out and distract them, but they're both gross.
They've both been animated before.
They've both been animated, for sure. Sorry, somebody just delivered the mail and it scared the shit out of me.
That's all right.
It sounds like an axe or something. I guess. Probably Beetlejuice, I'd say.
All right. We got a winner.
Yeah, I'd say Beetlejuice wins all.
Beetlejuice tops the Weird Dead Things tournament bracket.
Well, he's certainly weird. Like, definitely weird.
Definitely weird. I'd probably put him as the weirdest. Like, I just wanted to pick characters that aren't, like, necessarily zombies, 100% just basic zombies, like, just weird-ass zombies that just kind of, you don't even know what the fuck they are.
Right. Yeah, I don't even know what Beetlejuice is. He's just, like, a spirit.
He's a bioexorcist.
He is a bioexorcist. That's true. That is his title.
I appreciated you doing this. Do you have anything coming up?
So I have, I'm working on a Western right now, which I don't know when it'll be done. It's like a comedy Western.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's interesting. I play, the, how do I say this? The madam of a,
brothel?
Brothel, basically. Yeah, brothel. Thank you. And, it's super fun. It's a fun character, and she's kind of silly and interesting. And Mike Canistero is directing it. He's a comedian here in Dayton, but he is a really great guy, and it's his first film.
Oh,
and yeah,
did
it's slow going.
I was gonna ask, does he act in anything else?
Yeah, he was in. You've seen People to Kill. I'm sure you've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I was in People to Kill, the extended version.
I'm an idiot.
We were on set together.
I totally remember you. I'm so sorry. But no, that was the day I went home and I was really sick. Remember?
Yeah, I do remember that.
I got real sick and I had to go home early.
Yep.
So I do remember you. For sure, People to Kill. I'm an idiot. Yeah, People to Kill. He's the brother, the priest.
Yeah. I remember that. He's also in the Woman Josh Miller too. He's the blind guy in that, right? Nothing good ever happens or something like that?
Nothing good ever happens.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Mike. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's slow going. We started filming last spring and it's just taken a while. It's a thick script. But,
it's a Western. I imagine they're not very easy.
Yeah, it's hard to find, like, locations are very full.
Yeah. Especially you guys are filming it in Ohio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a little rough, but it's good. We have a couple of locations that we've been using regularly, and we can change them up a bit. So, and a lot of the action takes place in the same area, so it's not bad.
So you got a good cast and everything?
Yeah, pretty big cast. A lot of comedians from the area in it too, though. So that's super fun. It's a fun set usually. Haley Madison is in it briefly.
Cool.
Yeah, she's always cute and adorable and fun. Yeah, so it'll be good. It's just gonna take a while. I don't know when it's coming out.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And I'm sure you probably have a bunch of other ones that were filmed and being edited too. That's kind of tends to happen, right?
Yeah, it's like the past couple years, obviously with the way the world is,
Oh, yeah.
things have been slowing down quite a bit. So yeah, I don't know what else is. I've kind of almost lost track of what else I have going on, which is really depressing and weird. But
Yeah.
yeah, if I missed something, I'm sorry, everybody. Just like I missed that Dave is in People to Kill.
I was there.
I know.
We were at that fish place. Weren't we in a fish restaurant?
The dock. Yeah, the dock.
I
We
remember
were
that.
there together.
And then we filmed
Oh,
in a
that's right.
shed.
You filmed with. Yeah, you filmed with Jody.
Yeah.
The dinner scene with her.
Yep.
Yeah. It was so long ago.
And then we filmed in a barn.
We did film in a barn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That was
good.
fun.
It was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
I appreciate you doing this.
Of course. No, thank you for having me. It's like I told you, it's been a while since I've done something fun. So this is really fun and interesting. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll come back, and I'm going to keep doing these. So if you ever want to come back, I don't know if I'll do another tournament. Maybe something even dumber.
Okay. I'm into it. Whatever.
All right. If you want to say bye, or you have anything else to plug, or where people can find you, if you want them to find you for work.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, Erin R. Ryan on Facebook, and let's see, Ryan ERR on Instagram. So those are my really only two places to be found. So hopefully I'll be posting more work there this year, but I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, COVID seems to take the wind out of a lot of people. Like
for sure, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. People are just like, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. Anything that's extra pressure or extra stuff or risk, they're like, I'm good.
I think where there are a lot of people in one small area, people, it's been rough for everybody. So
it's been a weird time. Well, hey, when COVID slows down, we got World War III to look forward to.
Oh my God, dude.
With COVID at the same time.
We were so looking forward, like, this is going to sound terrible. We were so looking forward, like, Omicron is bad, but not as bad as the other ones. So we were like, okay, it's getting better, right? We're getting better. Oh, World War III. Excellent. These are real possibilities. Like, it's
right around the
awful.
corner.
I'm so upset.
Thanks for doing this. Take care,
Thanks
Erin.
for having me. You too.
For sure.
Bye-bye.
Anytime.